Hi, I'm Aaron Cole for Motor Authority, and I'm here in Boulder, Colorado with these two, the 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor and the 2017 Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Hi, I'm Andrew Gans with Motor Authority, and I'm also here in Boulder, Colorado.
Wait, no,
and I want to race.
Did you walk?
All right, so here's the race. We're going to take these two hillbilly muscle cars around and over a mountain.
We are?
We are. I'm going to take the Raptor over Sugarloaf Mountain, and Aaron's going to take the Hellcat around it.
Loser drives a Prius home.
So that's what we have to do.
Awesome.
So we've mapped out two different routes around and over the mountain. We're not going to drag race these two. We're not going to go get the Hellcat stuck in the mud. We're going to race like gentlemen.
Can we go now?
Let's go.
How did you get here? Should we do Le Mans?
All right, so let's go over some of the details on the 2017 F-150 Raptor before I kick his ass out there. This is all new for 2017. It's got a 3.5 liter V6, twin turbo, 450 horsepower, off-road modes out the wazoo. It's got a Baja mode. It's got Fox shocks. It's got low range, locking rear differential. This thing will go anywhere you want to go, 100 miles an hour.
I have 707 horsepower, which is more than 450. I also have a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 and an 8-speed automatic. He may go 100 miles everywhere, but I can go twice as fast on roads because I'm a normal person. Let me talk you through the details here real fast while we're on the road. Like I said, 707 horsepower, that's 650 pound-feet of torque from a supercharged V8 that Chrysler has no business building, but they did. It's awesome. All that power goes to the rear wheels, and they put it down on 20-inch tires. They're big, wide tires, and this car just loves to chew through them.
Now, yeah, the Raptor no longer has a V8. It's Ford's 3.5 liter EcoBoost. Still 450 horsepower out of a V6. It's pretty impressive. And I really like that it's a twin turbo because I'm up here at 9,000 feet above sea level, and it is just flying. Turbocharger really comes into play at higher elevation like this. You don't have any of that loss that you would have with a natural aspirated engine. So I'm making my full 450 ponies up here, at least once the boost kicks in. And that's when it uses all the gas. Because I'm right now averaging 10.6 miles per gallon.
Now, obviously, I'm not maxing this car out. I'm not going 150 miles an hour all the way to beat Andrew, although I would like to.
I mean, you just set it in 4 high and you forget it. It's got a locking rear differential, which is great. Push a button. You don't really need it out here. Got so much clearance. These Fox shocks will just absorb anything. Got massive BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. Can pretty much get through whatever I want with the throttle. Just skinny pedal it.
We are going significantly faster than he is, and we are taking the road like normal people because this was meant to be here. That's why they put pavement down.
Whoa, I think that was my breakfast.
Gans is going on unpaved roads. He's going to be up there with a lot of Jeeps. There's going to be a lot of people. There's hikers, and there's bikers, and there's people recreating. He doesn't have the space to go 65, 75, 85 miles an hour like that car was supposed to do.
Boy, we are just flying along here. This thing just moves at every bump. Like, whoa, that was a bump.
The Hellcat runs up to 60 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds, or if you put drag radials on, and lots of people put drag radials on this car, you can do it in about 3 seconds. That's almost faster than gravity. It's almost like falling off a building. That's how quickly this car goes. Now, just as quickly as it accelerates, it sucks down gas. There's super high pressure fuel lines, about 1/4 inch in diameter, running all the way into the engine, and it feeds that massive supercharger.
As much as I like this V6, I kind of wish it had that V8 exhaust rumble. They've piped in some sound from the intake that makes it sound meaty, but it just isn't quite that all-American V8. Rawr, 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 rawr. That was my impression of Tim Allen. It was not very good. Sorry, Tim.
The Hellcat comes with all sorts of awesome goodies like launch control, SRT performance pages. It'll tell you how quick your reaction time is on the drag strip. It'll tell you how quickly you're accelerating to 60 miles an hour and 100 miles an hour. This thing's awesome.
I'll be honest, I actually really like the Dodge Challenger that Aaron's driving. I've liked the Challenger for a long time. I mean, since 2008, back when it first came out. But that was 10 years ago. They really haven't done a lot to change it. Sure, it's got a lot more power, but underneath it's the same thing that was originally designed for 425 horsepower with the original SRT8. And actually underneath it's an old Mercedes-Benz E-Class, which came out in the mid-90s. And it had like 115 horsepower when it was a taxi in Europe.
Now, I know Gans is up there talking about how this is an unsophisticated sports car for idiots like me, and that it's an old German car, but it's not. It's American muscle, the way it's supposed to be. The big lump up front, lots of power in the back, and just enough room for, well, you. That's all that matters.
Compared to his old Challenger, this F-150 is brand new. This thing just came out. Raptor's brand new. In the 10 years since the Challenger came out, they've redesigned the F-150 twice. They keep updating this thing, keep making it fresher and fresher and fresher. Sure, a couple years ago they put a new interior in the Challenger, but it looks more like an interior from the 70s.
As much as he wants to talk about power, we should talk about how big that car is. It's not like he's dancing up there on the trail. He is lumbering around those big, stupid boulders. It's not an easy car to go off-roading. It's meant to go Baja, where there's sand for miles in every direction. He's bouldering, he's four-wheeling. That car's far too wide and far too long. It's like taking the USS Nimitz off-road. It doesn't work.
I mean, these Raptors are really designed more for Baja use than for bounding down an old mining trail here in Colorado, but it's such a multi-purpose tool. You really can do just about anything as long as you can fit this thing through it. It's enormous. Such a big truck, but it just drives over anything. Ugh. Ooh.
Oh, come on, Subaru. We are in a race.
Man, you don't even have to pick a line with this thing. You just go right over anything. Whoa. Even that might have been a small family. Sorry. Might have also been a Prius.
Now, I will be the first to admit that this is not the most technologically advanced setup. This is a 9-year-old car with a big engine, and there are cars out there that can go around corners better, and there are cars that can handle the power a little better. But you have to pay a lot more for those cars. We're talking about 6 figures for those cars. You can get 707 horsepower, which is the province of exotic hypercars. We're talking Italians, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. You can get that out of Detroit for 70 grand. That's a deal. Oh, we are gonna smoke Gans. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, but the other reason why I'm going to beat Andrew is because he's late for everything. He's late all the time. He was late this morning. He's gonna probably be late to his funeral. I don't know how you do that, but he'll figure out a way. Gans is late everywhere.
No, I'm not totally sure that this is a fact, but I believe that these tires are also shared with the space shuttle.
And we're hitting traffic. So, should take us about an hour. We left at 5:02, which means if we make it in an hour or less than an hour, then we should have beaten him. I admit that the Hellcat is probably the underdog here. On paper, the Raptor should win just based on the route. But I have faith. I have confidence. I think supercharging beats turbocharging. More cylinders beats fewer cylinders. Sophistication beats rednecks. Cubs win.
Woo! That was a tree.
Do I see a red Ford Raptor? Oh, man! You cheated.
I went.
I don't know how you cheated.
I jumped over it. I drove like a bat out of hell.
How did you cheat? All right, so what did we learn?
Well, we learned that I'm a better driver than you are.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. We learned that driving over the mountain is faster than driving around the mountain.
I'm pretty sure you cheated, though.
I didn't cheat. And we definitely learned that the F-150 Raptor is better than that Hellcat.
No, it's not.
All right, maybe it's a little wide for the trails. Maybe it's a little bulky, not perfect.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure the Hellcat's really only good at one thing, and that's a straight line, so.
Yeah,
right.
So we didn't learn anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
We want to head into Boulder and we'll play some hacky sack and drink some kombucha?
Yeah, I vote for Bernie Sanders.